family pushing the vintage car from the paddock. Really neat to see that take place.
Yeah, no, that was absolutely terrific. And as you mentioned, such a big name, Alan Jr., pace car driver with the Vintage Indy Series at every event we go to. He was able to find his way to the orientation process and become a pace car driver here at Long Beach. And looks like the flag is all for that. Jordan Joseph telling the here at so great that Al back with us once again, getting ready to lead this field to green. It is a race session for us. What we'll do is we'll stack the cars 2 by 2 coming out of the hairpin and down, and just kind of base cars. They might be a little bit more kind of elevated, parade and kind of exhibition driving type base cars as well. So we'll get a mix of that and pick them up for great opportunity.
Oh, here comes the AJ Floyd car down in lane. This is the backup car for AJ. Such a cool car there. Coyote Floyd.
And that Michael video, they did a terrific job of understanding that we saw on the pad. Every single member of his crew and family well documented and got to feel more of the flag shirt and as well. Yeah, it's an absolute incredible. We put a lot of terrific effort into that. So there is a nice look out car back in the garage area right now. Those cars, they have complete cowling. It's kind of part of the aerodynamic learning as well in terms of we're not just working on downforce. Up on Main Street going to work on that number 45. That was a car that was in that little race. And one, of course, a big fan of Sweet Sabotage, the perfect opportunity to highlight the car that Sweet got the craft up to with like in 1972, but highlight that really different car. They did such an unbelievable job on the restoration.
Really interesting when you look at that car, there's just the dihedral wings on the 72 Bill Corneli Jones 1 that we see out here in the Samsung colors on it. Then you look at this car, which is also from 72, and the rear wing on this car is about as big as a dining room table. It is massive, and it's just a different thought process of what was going on at the time.
And unfortunately, we're going to go. That Samsonite car for Joe Leonard would have the same sort of dining room table on the back that Eagle had. That was kind of unique about these cars are going to be restored to the qualifying rating or to the race day itself where they all are.
Talking about how meticulous everybody gets with these cars, with the story behind this car right here. The paddock area, this weekend, I noticed the Skylab sticker on the side of the car. For those of you that are maybe like myself and not me, you remember that they launched Skylab that summer. We had Sweet ran Skylab stickers on both sides of the car. For John Cotton, they did not, but when they did this car, they actually found they didn't replicate them, they found the real Skylab sticker and put it back on the car. That's the level of meticulousness they go to.
Yeah, and that's some of the things. A lot of these cars too, as we're learning, like we're talking about getting the cars to be restored to a specific kind of almost second in time a lot of times to what is chosen. Well, what's interesting about that is if you think about this era in the month of May in particular, teams would change things by the day. They would somewhat prove it and change things by the day as they learn throughout the month of May in practice. So what a car looks like on one day, I would choose a piece to be recreated or made, and then there'll be more research done or something in the paint done, like, oh, actually this has to look a different sort of way. This is especially looking at the 60s and 70s, even the early 80s, be completely wild. Today, that these teams had to work with, and they would build these race cars kind of consistently and throughout the month that they start back in, out of the hairpin, to go back to work in front of your team to victory in 1995 for back to racing, Sebastian Bourdais, and that Donald Trump that follows that great 40 run that Sebastian had, and that chassis in particular for Bourdais produced in Haas. I believe it was 7 poles, 7 wins, but I guess really any Bourdais car from that era probably is going to have that sort of experience. It's going to have won probably 5+ races regardless. I mean, he certainly cleaned up each and every year, especially, I mean, he got to the end of his career right before he went to Toro Rosso. I mean, he was on a different level.
With the Bourdais car, you're not thinking he wasn't a winner, you're just thinking which race it won.
Exactly. No, that's exactly it, and it's really special. I mean, people always ask me, like, what's my, it's the number one question I always get in the booth, like, when I'm talking to people, oh, what's your favorite car, what's your, whatever, and it's always tough, and my favorite car, especially, that goes yeah, they don't want interesting story in Lindsay racing, of course, also very well known. And I'll go back to the era where you can have just one car in the field, that's one guy out of the garage stop building a car his way and being able to have some success on that. Jack like that with their cars from the Indianapolis 500. It's just a little bit of a different era, and what made that era so special, and what helped push things along so much was when you had because there wasn't a lot for as great of racing as we of course get today, and it's a completely different year in terms of cost and whatever it's done. But it was definitely special to see week by week, year by year, the cars change, because everyone would get a different idea. They have to copy each other, one person has to
great thing about the era in the 70s too is those huge jumps in speed.
Yes.
Just every year. Brave men, fast race cars. Brave ladies that St. James, fast ladies and Catherine Lake walking around here this weekend as well.
For sure. And, you talk about the bravery it took, you think of the safety elements as well. These cars as well as they start to find ways to get the driver in a more with how safe these race cars are.
Yeah. When you think of what they're being asked to do, and then when things go wrong, how
A couple of Eagles on your screen for 1966 and that black car falling in. Work out last but I gotta say, Tim De Silva is a guy that's been a lot of different types of cars in that 95 Lower Scout Pro machine. He hasn't set down some good lap time. He's quite a bit quicker than the field. His quickest lap time was 1:15.9 right now, which, for that race car was absolutely beast to handle today. In kind of an exhibition race like this, he certainly has really been picking up and putting them down all weekend long. We've seen that he is sliced through the field in front of Jordan Roddy, who runs second, and Stephanie Johansson has got past Dennis Firestone right now for the final step. Right during the session, everything otherwise needed. Was the co-work engineer in 1978. Here was also brought that beautiful Budweiser sponsored red, white, and blue number 4. Once again, a Johnny Rutherford car, one of 4, or 3, I should say, Lone Star JR cars that we have with us this weekend in our field, both on track as well. A couple more in that paddock here that you have to make sure you go check out in the convention center. The cars will be back on display after the session throughout the weekend, so make sure you find a way into that Lifestyle Expo area and the convention center where you'll be able to get a little bit more up close and personal and see your favorite cars that you may have found out on car series back in the paddock areas where all the owners and drivers will be hanging around and certainly willing to talk to everyone a little bit more about and the rest of the field will get the checkered flag as well. What an incredible weekend it was once again to have the They put on some class events as always with a lot of different kinds of cars, and it has been so exciting to be able to back out on this circuit, show off all this history. Just a terrific weekend. In total, like I said, 50-50 series. We can continue our season after this. If you're a fan of what you're able to see, a fan of any car, then you have eventual video. Museum of American Speed. Computer Racing Tires with the official racing tire of this event with HMSA.